Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch this short presentation on our very super simple 5x5 plan that we are using for Xplocial. Now, if you're sat there worrying about the fact that you can't sponsor anybody or that you can't refer people or you have no team, then please put that out of your mind for the next 10 minutes or so, simply because we have a system in place where you're able to purchase your paid sign-up, so you can actually purchase your 5 people that you'll need in order to complete this fantastically simple 5x5 plan. However, we'll cover that in some more information. So really what I want to do is just spend 10 minutes just going through what the 5x5 plan means and how the compensation plan with Xplocial will absolutely explode your income in a really short space of time. So very simply, the first thing you need to do is to register using the link that is provided. Now that will be provided to you by your sponsor. Now it is really important that you react to that link really quickly, and as we go through the presentation you'll understand why. Simply because that will place you in a particular power line, and that way you'll get maximum support. So please make sure if you receive a link, use it. If you're going to wait till the next day, that really is not good enough, and you need to let your sponsor know so he can provide that link to somebody else. The second thing is, as I said to you before, if you haven't got a list or people that you can contact, or you don't know 5 people that want to get involved in this business straight away, then arrange for your paid sign-ups. I'm not going to go through that in any detail at the moment, but I'm sure the person who is directing you to this video will be able to give you a full breakdown of the details and obviously direct you to the information site as well. That has to be your first job, and even people who have got a team, I strongly would recommend that you use this opportunity to bring fresh blood into your teams as well. The expectation is that you build at least 5 wide, and in doing this you'll provide yourself with extra focus and, more importantly, reward both yourself and those that you bring into your team. If you want to go 10 wide, that is fine, that is up to you, but at the moment all I'm expecting people to do is just build it 5 wide, just to keep it really simple. And to be honest, there isn't much more you will need to do once you see the power of the 5x5 plan. The next step really is to teach this simple 5x5 plan to your team. Make sure they get the information, make sure they watch this video, make sure they understand what the expectation is, and make sure that they get as much help and support as they absolutely need. And then finally, there is an overspill ability. If you are going to be able to overspill, then make sure you're placing them correctly in your first and third spots. And again, I'll give you some more details to what that means. And this takes us right back to the first point here, which is if you are given a link, make sure you use it really quickly, because that, if you're going to drop into somebody's first and third spots, then you're going to get people dropping into your team automatically. So it really is in your interest to make sure that you react to the links that are provided to you. Okay, so let's get started. In the beginning there is a sponsor and there is you, and obviously you've contacted your sponsor and you've reacted to his link and you've registered within Xplocial under your sponsor. As you know, the expectation is for you to bring in 5 people, and they may be 5 people that you know, they may be family, friends, they may be neighbours, work colleagues, people that you've got on your Facebook list, or you may decide that you want to purchase your 5 positions, so you can do that as well. And again, I'm not going to go through that in any detail, but the understanding is that we work 5 people wide, and that's the basis of this plan. The Xplocial pay plan dictates that the first person that comes into your power line, front line, call it what you want, is always going to be paying your sponsor. The second person that comes into your line will pay you. The third person that comes into your line will go to your sponsor. Then the fourth and the fifth person will then go to you. It is really important to understand that the first, third and sixth people in your lines will always go to your sponsor. That's really important. Now you may think that's a bit rotten because you've done the work, however you are going to get so much more in benefits as we progress through this plan that this will not matter at all. You just need to be really clear that the people in your second position, your fourth position, your fifth position and 7 positions to infinity will always roll up to you as as their direct sponsor. So whatever they do, they will always roll up to you. So in a graphical form, this is what your front line will look like. Positions 1 and 3 will roll up to your sponsor, and positions 2, 4 and 5 will obviously roll up to yourself. Now the power of this is because, let's suggest that I'm your sponsor here. If I'm being paid on your number 1 and number 3 position, we'll say Anne and Bob in this scenario, I'm going to make sure that, because I'm always going to be paid on their number 1 and number 3 positions, that if I have overspill, I'm going to put them underneath Bob and Anne, Chris and Dave. And I put Chris and Dave again, perhaps there they are, different Chris's and Daves, so I apologise about that. But you understand that as a sponsor, I'm going to be more inclined to fill those lines and those positions. And it's really important to understand that we're working as a team. So whilst you may be focusing on 2, 4 and 5, your sponsor will be looking after positions 1 and 3. So there we go, I've changed the names now. So Chris obviously has got Eve, and Faye is underneath Dave. And it allows you to focus on, if you have overspill, to then place it underneath positions 2, 4 and 5. And believe me, you will get overspill. Everybody gets overspill. And it's just making sure that you create some depth to your positions. So in the same way that your sponsor is creating depth by working with positions 1 and 3, you are going to do exactly the same here with Greg, Harry and Ivor. You're going to focus on their position number 1 and their position number 3, simply because that money will roll through Greg up to you. So it's really obvious that you'll make sure that you're going to place people under Greg in the first position, under Harry in the first position and Ivor in the first position. So let's just have a look at what that looks like in financial terms. So in theory, your front line now is paying you $29 each every single month. Remember, this is a residual monthly income. So in your front line, you have effectively made $87 on the days that they've arrived into your business in the first month, and then you will continue to make $87 every single month after that. And as I've said to you before, you're going to encourage them to use the 5x5 plan, so they're going to build themselves 5 wide. If you have overspill, you're going to make sure that you pop them into positions 1 and 3 within them to help them build some depth. And in doing that, you'll be in a situation that at your second level, you'll have a total of 6 people who have paid you personally $29 when they started, and will continue to pay you $174 every single month. So $174 plus $87 now means that you've got a running total of $261 every single month. But you're not going to stop there, and obviously in teaching the 5x5 plan, Harry, Greg and Ivor continue to build their downlines. You will continue to help where you can in looking after positions 1 and 3, and you're now in a situation where you've got 12 people in this line here, or in this tier. So it's 12 people who've paid you directly $29 on the day that they arrived into the business, and will continue to pay you $348 every single month. So the running total now of those 3 lines is $600 per month. And again, you just rinse and repeat. So we share the 5x5 plan. We make sure that they get access to paid referrals if they don't have a team, and again you will continue along with all these other sponsors to make sure that positions 1 and 3 are filled. And again, with 24 people at this level here, you will receive $29 on the days that they arrive, and then you've then got an additional monthly income of $696. And again, adding all that up, your running total now is a monthly income of $1,300. Okay, and then finally we get to our 5 depth, and this is the times 5 part of the 5x5 plan. And in this level you've got 16 people in each leg, which gives you a total of 48 people paying you $29 when they arrive into the business, and then paying you a monthly residual income of $1,392, which is a total running total of $2,600. $2,697 every single month. Now please understand the power of this. You've only effectively brought in 5 people. You've worked with your sponsor, you've worked with the people that you brought in, you've delivered the 5x5 plan, and you've eventually built a business that is paying you a monthly income of $2,697 every single month. And it's really important that we work together as a team. And there is a 6th step to the 5x5 plan, which I'm just going to show you now, and this is where the true power of A, working as a team, and B, working the 5x5 plan is going to be really, really beneficial to you, your family, your loved ones, and their lifestyles. Step 6 is where we go collectively platinum together. So we're accepting now that over the 3 legs within your whole team, if you followed the 5x5 plan to the letter, you're going to have a total of 93 people paying you $29 every single month. That's not just to you. Greg will be getting the same, Harry will be getting the same, Ivy will be getting the same, and obviously people in these legs here will be getting similar money as well. All at varying levels, but you understand the principle that you've got 93 people paying you $29 every single month is creating you an income of just over $2,500. That is an amazing $32,000 every single year, and it's basically part-time work. Takes a bit of effort to get it going, no doubt. However, once it is going, it will then be in this position where you just could not stop it. However, step 6 is this. Together as a team, we will go platinum. Now, it's an extra $100 per month. However, let's just look to see what happens if just half of your team take up this option. So as we've said, you've got 31 in this leg, 31 in this leg, 31 in this leg. Half of them are going to take up the platinum offer, and let's just have a look at what happens to your income. You have a collective of 45 people who are now going to pay you personally $100 every single month for a total of $4,500. So remember, they're still paying you $29, so collectively your running total now is $7,197 every single month, which is the same as $86,000 per year, and you have not had to do any extra work in order to quadruple your funds or your money or your spending power. So please just take a moment to just look at the power of what you've actually got now. The potential is that you can create a monthly income of $2,000, $2,500 every single month, and then almost like the flick of a switch, the whole team will then go platinum and create an additional $4,000 every single month. So look, if you want to get busy with the 5x5 plan, make sure you contact the person who showed you this video, get in touch with them, and get them to answer any questions and concerns you might have. They can explain to you the paid sign-up process if that is an issue for you. However, 5 people, anybody can find 5 people, trust me. I've seen it happen time and time again. If you're joining our team, come in with the mindset that you're going to be busy. You're going to be building yourself a $7,000 a month job, business, call it whatever you want. You need to become worth that $7,000. So we're not talking about hard work, we're talking about some effort, some time away from the television, and we're talking about you actually building a team and making sure that you are successful and your financial future of your family and your friends and your loved ones is better looked after. So please have a good look at the 5-step plan. If you want to get involved, please contact us via any of the links that are provided on this video, and I really do look forward to speaking to you soon. And make sure that you understand the power of working as a team and the power of this compensation plan. It is awesome. Thank you very much. Take care now. Bye bye.